My friend, we got a little mandolin challenge here. The idea is I like to teach in a certain way. If you like the way I teach, please subscribe and participate. Put comments below, ask for requests, yada, yada. So check out the channel, lots of chords. If you're still learning, what I do is teach you how to play the same chords you know with different fingerings. So when you move them, you can get different chords. The concept of this is interesting because once you learn that there are only major, minor, diminished, and augmented chords, and you can, manipulate those any way you see fit. Here's a G major. Here's a G major 7. I'm just dropping that 1 down to get a completely different major happy feeling. Now, the dominant 7 has a completely different feeling, and we used different scales for that. But once we learn that we have do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, and then we could manipulate different parts of that, we find that playing a major or a minor changes the way we play that minor or major third, sometimes that 7th, dropping it down to a flat 7th or a minor 7th, and then thusly even sometimes using the minor from it to play a G minor 6, which is actually, or G6, which actually is an E minor. So the concept, if you're with me thus far, is I would like you to write a little something today, great job by the way, that resolves from a diminished. The whole concept of what we worked with is how to use the 6 chords, major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, and then use that diminished. Once we pass that point in majors, we then are able to write in minor keys because it is easier to see a key as a major or a minor in the beginning and not have to be worried about your pesky where the 1 is. The Nashville system, the chordal system, the progression system will call for something like key of G. G major, A minor, B minor, C major, D major, E minor, and then we're gonna have a F sharp diminished, and that's gonna go all the way back to our G major, our 1. Those 7 chords make up these 7 diatonic chords. So the challenge for this is to play something like this. 1, 5, 3, and then 5, 4. When using those, choose any of those chords and turn it into a dominant chord. I would assume the majors would be easier, but you can do it with the minors. It just switches to a different key. If we had a G to a B minor, we would see it as a 1 to a 3, G, A, B, 1, 3. The D is going to be our 5, and then the C is our 4. But all those can drop the C down to a B flat to get that C7, or the D can drop and give us that kind of like, no, that was our 3rd, sorry about that. Give us the 7th note, so an C natural over the top of a D major gives us a D7 or a F sharp diminished. So what we're gonna be looking at is how to play something like this. When I went to that C7, the C7 functions as another chord. So what I do is go C, D, E and think, is it an E diminished, E sharp diminished, E flat diminished? It's an E diminished. And the E diminished is before what note? A, B, C, D, E, F. So that C7 can go directly into a F major. And that same G to a B minor, to a D major, to a C major can now be done in the key of F. Just trying to remember that F has F major, it's got G minor, it has A minor, and then a B flat major. So that's our 4. So we'd have 1, we went to a minor 3rd, so that would be our A minor, right? What would be our 5th in the key of F? You guessed it, C, and then our B flat major makes our 4th. So the concept is here, modulations, using the diminished chord as its 5th as the dominant chord, or just calling it for what it is. I used an E diminished to move from the key of G major. Rather than having a C, I used a C7 as an E diminished and resolved into an F major. If you dig this and want to write your own little thing and post it, please tag me. I would love to be a part of your creativity. Other than that, aloha.